All right, so we're back. And we're just wrapping up World War II. So you're telling us about the Americans and how they came in.
Oh,
and
they came in Dixmude, and we went to see the whole column of Americans with their tanks and their jeeps and with everything
yeah,
that they had. And we never seen it. I never seen that much like cannons and all that.
all the equipment, yeah? Well,
Yes, it was worth seeing. And I says, oh my gosh, if that's what they use. And you know, then after, through the war, we've seen so many planes flying overhead to go and bomb Germany.
yeah, I bet, so I guess,
By the hundreds, you couldn't count them at night.
so initially, right, they were probably flying overhead to bomb Britain. And
No.
then at the end of the war, they were coming over from Britain to bomb Germany.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And you know, you couldn't count them. There was so many at night. You couldn't even go to sleep from the noise they made.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just continuous, just
Yes.
lots of bombs.
You would not believe it. It was amazing. And you stand outside and you looked and it just like, I'm going to count, my brother says, and you go, and then we're going to count it together.
Did you ever see like planes fighting or not where you live?
Yes, we see planes coming back from Germany that was burning.
Wow.
But when they got into where we lived,
Yeah.
England was not that far away.
Right, yeah.
So if they got over the ocean, the planes, the pilots, you can jump out and let the plane go.
Right.
And a lot of them did that.
Just bailing out. Did you ever see that or just
Yes.
heard? Wow.
Yes, we've seen a lot of them bailing out.
Huh.
Yes.
You should have caught one.
And they let the planes go. But they were just over the North Sea. And the North Sea is only 20 miles away from Europe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they get to the North Sea, they bailed out.
Wow.
Yes.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So by the time they came down with the parachute, they were on the other side also. Yes.
Wow. You saw a lot.
But you know, when their plane came down overnight, an American,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, the Germans came in your house and they controlled your whole house.
They were looking.
They were looking for the soldiers. Yes.
Did you ever know anybody to like hide an American soldier or a British soldier?
Yes.
What was that? Who?
There was quite a few farmers that hid the American soldiers from the planes that came down, and there was no soldiers in the plane, didn't burn up. It was just that it went out of gas or fuel or something,
Sure.
you know. And the Germans came looking for the soldiers that was in there. Yes, but they never found any. And we had the mayor next town was really good with England. And they all went by him because he lived like in a little castle and they could hide better there. So from there he transported them to whatever where a plane was that went up. He transported them to France, matter of fact. And if there was a plane going up from France, they were in that plane to England. A lot of times. But we see a lot of planes coming back with fire.
Wow. And smoke.
And they were burning in the air. Yes. And sometimes we see the parachutes jumping out.
Wow.
Yes. And you know where we live was a flight pattern to go to Germany from England.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, that makes sense.
yes. We were in the flight pattern that night, and you couldn't count no planes at all. They were flying so thick. You only see the little lights. That they were flying that high. So pretty soon it was 45, and then they had the Battle of the Bulge. And I guess they didn't win there because the American bombed behind them. And they bombed all the bridges out.
Yeah, and the Germans ran out of fuel, right? Like they could have kept going.
Yes.
But because all those bridges had been bombed, they couldn't refuel.
Yeah, and they could know, the bridges were out, they were stuck.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But they won.
So the American won.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, the Americans had their bridges that they laid out,
Yeah.
and they had went across the river, but they left the Germans behind. They rolled the bridges up again, and yes, that was the Battle of the Bulge. But they could not complain. The Belgians were very friendly to them.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. So, you know, they couldn't go back to Germany because they didn't have no bridges anymore.
So you briefly mentioned that your husband, right, was a prisoner of war. He was French?
No, he was Belgian.
He was Belgian.
You know, he came to Belgium to the funeral from his dad
Okay.
in 43. And he was on the train to go back to France because he worked for a farmer.
Yeah.
And he was picked up on the train by
Wow.
the Germans. But instead of taking him to Germany, they took him to France, to Bordeaux, to build those bunkers.
For the Germans. So.
Yes.
And so, what did he do after the war? Like, how did you meet him? What happened there?
Well, after the war, him and his brother, they had an uncle in Canada, 2 uncles in Canada, and they were going to go to Canada. There is no war anymore, and there's no war in Canada, period. And we always going to have war in Belgium.
They thought that there was always going to be a war in Europe.
Yes. So they came to Canada. So they lived here, and my husband lived here for 5 years. So he came back to Belgium, and I was tired of working for that farmer.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm gonna get married to my mother. Of course, he was writing letters
To you? Yeah.
to me, but at my house, by my mother, you know.
Uh-oh.
So my mother opened the letters, and she says, and he wanted to marry you. I said, no, Mom, you wrote the letters. You marry him.
He wanted to marry you. Well, how did you two meet again?
But we met an after he knew where I was working, and he came.
And he saw you and was scoping you out, huh?
Yeah. So I knew him from the time he came to Canada.
Wow.
I was 20 then, so I never wanted a boyfriend, period. Isn't that funny?
Well, no, I hear their trouble most of the time, actually. So.
Yeah, but I was in Brussels for 2 years almost. I didn't want a boyfriend.
Yeah?
And
What were you doing in Brussels? Farming, you said?
No.
No?
Waitress.
Oh, you were a waitress at this time. Very good.
A waitress in a bar, and I tell you,
Yeah.
I was pretty good.
Yeah? Pretty good?
Yes, I was good. They were so surprised. I was so good in about 3 months. I was almost fluent, speaking fluent French. Yes.
Wow.
And the customers were so surprised. If they say something unusual, I give them an answer in French. I didn't even know what the answer got.
You didn't know what you were doing. You're just winging it. Yeah.
And then they said they're laughing so hard with the answer I gave them. It was amazing.
That's hilarious.
And they all came back. My mom and my aunt had such a good bar. It was hard to believe. And she says, one time, I went back and see her, and she says, those 2 years that you were with me were the best years of her life. She had so much fun and such a good life.
And a lot of customers.
Yes.
They kept coming back to see you.
Yes. And I got a lot of boyfriends in there too.
Oh, I'm sure.
But there was none of them that appealed to me. Isn't that funny?
No.
No. And I had a whole bunch of from the military
Yeah.
that came in.
Oh boy.
A friend of mine was in the service, and he lived close by in Belgium, close by the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And he came and visited me, and he brought a whole bunch of soldiers, for just to visit.
That's awesome.
Yes. And my aunt says she had never had such a good bar like she had then. Such a good bar that she had. And she married a guy that had a bar. Yeah. So in other words, she must have had,
Yeah.
she must have had a lot to do.
I'm sure. So when did you decide that you're gonna marry your husband and move to Canada?
You know what? I was not maybe 10, 11 years old. I said to my mother one time, I remember that too well. We were in the field talking about the neighbors, that the neighbor lady, her daughter had 3 kids and not even 20 years and all that jazz. And I said to my mother, you know what? I'm gonna move far, far away. You're never gonna see my shoulders. 10 years old.
Wow.
Predicting my own destiny.
Yeah, it's kind of premonition, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. And I did. And I went back to Belgium when she was sick. And she remembered me that on her deathbed, I never seen your shoulders. And I never seen nothing of your life. She says, you did say you moved far away, so I predicted my own destiny. Isn't that weird?
That's awesome. I mean, you knew what you wanted and you went for it.
Yes.
I gotta respect that.
Yes.
A lot of kids when they're 10 don't know what they want to do.
But I did.
Yeah.
Yes. And I never wanted any boyfriend or nothing.
No.
That was the weirdest thing.
Well, they're expensive and weird. Yeah.
Well, my mom says, that's a nice boy for you. And that is a nice boy. I says, no, I don't want him.
Yes.
Yeah, she used to say that. I didn't have no desire.
So when did you decide to finally pack up and go?
Well, when I seen him, he says, I come after I go to Belgium, I want to get married and blah, blah, blah. I says, oh, well, I don't know yet. Let me think about it. And then...
Very romantic.
The next week I says, okay, I come to Canada. That's good. I want to see another country. And I did.
Wow.
And you know, it's funny.
How did you get to Canada?
Huh?
How did you get to Canada? Did you fly or did you sail?
No.
Okay.
We came with the Queen Mary.
On the Queen Mary?
Yes.
Wow. What was that like?
Richie.
Yeah.
Yes, Richie.
That's
Yes, I came with the Queen Mary. And you know, they came and picked us up with a bus. They had a whole bus that, how I gonna say, they had a whole bus that needed to be on the Queen Mary that came here to Canada.
Yeah.
Not the United States, Canada. And the queen of the ship couldn't come in Sherwood. The ocean was too low. But they came with little boats, 4 in those little boats from Sherwood to the ship that was lying at the ocean.
Yeah. So they basically got you in like dinghies.
Yes.
And put you on the boat.
And we were with 20 people that they had to pick up. And that was 4 in a boat. So they came with 3 boats and then one boat went back for the rest. Yeah. Or 2 boats and a half.
Yeah.
And you know, it was only 6 days. In 6 days we'd be over, but it was almost 8 days. We had storm at sea.
Oh no, I bet that was horrible.
And that ship went up, came down, and then it rocked.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It was horrible.
Were you sick?
No, you know, if you wanted to eat it, you don't have to. But we eat it. My husband and I, we eat pickled herring. That stopped the seasick.
Sure.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound. Was it good? Like.
Well, yeah, it was salted herring and it was good.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, you buy in Walmart sometimes in the jars, herring in the wine sauce.
I'll have to check it out.
But sometimes they have it and sometimes they don't. But the herring in the wine sauce is really good.
All right.
Grand loved it.
And it stops seasickness.
Huh?
It stops your seasickness.
Yes. So we eat that. Some people didn't and they were really sick. And, you know, 48 hours was a storm. Can you imagine? 48 hours. And when we went on deck the next day, there were masts broken up that thick on the ship. So we made it to New York. And yeah.
You went New York or Canada?
No, New York.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we got out of the ship and then we had the train to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, okay.
And from Niagara Falls we changed the train to Sarnia, to Canada. Yes.
So you saw Niagara Falls and that's cool.
Yes. So we went to Sarnia and that is where the Blue Water Bridge is. You know, between Port Huron and Canada.
Yeah.
That's the Blue Water Bridge.
Right.
So Sarnia is on the end of the Blue Water Bridge. So we lived there for 3 years.
Okay.
But in the country, not in the city.
Yeah.
And that's when I was blown out by the tornado.
There was a tornado.
There was 2 months I was here and I was blown out by the tornado.
What do you mean? Like what happened?
2 months.
So you were there for 2 months.
Yes.
And a tornado came.
And the tornado came.
Okay, what happened?
We didn't have nothing.
So it destroyed everything. How did you survive?
But this gentleman had a built an old farmhouse that he bought, and he set it in a basement.
Ah, smart.
And we went in that farmhouse, so he was gonna put new windows in and hang a door. So he hanged the door and boarded up the windows, and we moved in.
Nice.
It was a roof on our head.
Yeah, it was better than nothing. Right? I mean, I remember the tax day floods and the Harvey floods here when people lost everything and then they had nowhere to go. So a lot of them had to stay in their homes with, no walls and half a roof. It was terrible. Yeah.
So that's what we did. We moved in that old farmhouse, and he boarded up the windows
Wow.
and hanged the door.
There you go.
It was a roof over your head. We were happy.
And so how long were you in Canada for?
I lived in Canada for 3 years. Yeah. So we came to the custom in Detroit, to the immigration,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave us papers to immigrate to United States. And then my husband worked a little bit for a builder, but then he found a job for the county.
Okay. So did you leave Canada to come to the U.S. for work? Like your husband's work? Like why did you leave Canada?
We left Canada because he didn't have, well, yes, he had work, but that's where he got his cancer.
Mm.
They worked in the tanks, the oil tanks.
Oh boy, yeah.
When the tanks were empty, they burned them out. So they had to clean them, scrape them, and clean them out. That was a job they was well paid for. But everybody that worked in there had cancer.
Wow.
So my husband had cancer from that. His brother had cancer. His brother had cancer on the pancreas. And my husband had colon cancer. Yes. And like I say, there were about 4 or 5 of those guys that all died from cancer. Even his cousin had brain cancer. He was only 49.
Wow.
He worked in there too.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays, all of these people would be entitled to financial compensation. They'd be answering those commercials
Yes,
you see on TV.
Yes.
That's why they have them. It's workplaces like that. Wow.
yes.
All right, so you moved to Michigan. Is it Detroit?
Well, on the outskirts
Okay. Yep.
of Detroit, and like I say, he worked then for the county.
Yeah. Cool.
He didn't make a lot, but it was secured,
Mhm.
and your medical was all paid for.
Well, that's a plus.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked it. I didn't care, that he didn't make much or anything.
No.
Because at that time I was working at the pottery.
And what year about was this? What year are you?
56, 57.
Okay.
Yeah. And I worked at the pottery.
Mhm.
So I was making good money because I was on production.
So when did you and your husband decide to start having kids?
Honey, I had 3 miscarriages
Oh, I'm so sorry.
before I had Monique.
So Monique was the first.
35.
You were 35? Okay. Wow.
Yes. So I had the other one at 37.
Mhm.
And David was born when I was 43.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And look, he's gone already.
Yeah.
And the other one was killed accidentally.
What do you mean? What other one?
Yeah, he was hit by a car.
Who was?
My other boy,
What was his name?
Mark.
Mark. So is he between?
2 years younger than Monique.
So he's between Monique and David.
Yes.
How old was he?
4.
Oh no. I had no idea. Wow. I'm sorry.
Hey, whatever needs to do, or whatever time I give you, you have to take
All time's a blessing? Yeah. Oh, it's tragic.
all kinds of bargains.
Yeah. All time's a bargain. You're right.
Yes.
You're 100% right.
Those are all the bargains in life.
That's probably the first big lesson for the kids that'll watch this. Like, quit wasting as much time as you waste. Right? You're only given one.
Yeah.
Use it well.
But I did cry a lot about it. But then again, life goes on.
Sure does.
It doesn't stop there. And the same, like David, well, he committed suicide. There was not much I can do.
So how much younger was David from Monique?
8 years.
8 years. Okay. And you had him when you were in your 40s. 43? Wow. So did they both grow up in Michigan?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Monique grew up in Michigan. She was 16 when her dad passed away. So, we went to Belgium, and she doesn't want to talk about it, and she doesn't say nothing. But to me, she kind of grew up there.
Yeah.
When she came back,
How long was she there for?
well, we were down about 3 weeks.
Mm.
But I let her go with a family that had children her age for a
Sure.
week.
Okay.
For a week. I didn't know.
So you went back to basically visit.
To visit my parents.
Sure. Okay.
And I let her go with the family. The lady says, well, let her come for a week.
Yeah.
We take good care of her. We had kids the same age, and
Like foreign exchange. Just
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
And so she went. And it was in Bruges. So she's in Bruges.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's a great experience.
And when she came back, those kids were always talking about studying and going to college and stuff like that. And when she came back, she put her head in the books and studied. And when she was 18, I let her go to college.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, she's
Yeah.
really successful. I mean, other than that small brief period of time where she worked for me, she's been very successful.
I know, but like I say, it must have stuck to her that she needed an education because those kids were constantly talking from school and education.
Yeah.
That big that she was there. And she turned herself around as she was studying those 2 years. It was great.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, kids kind of become the environment they're around, right? Like if you have friends that are motivated, you're probably going to be motivated.
Yes.
And if you have friends that just want to sit around and do nothing, you're probably going to become a person that sits around and does nothing.
But I think when we get back, she really studied.
Good. So that was great for her. Yeah. Did David go with you at this time? Did David come with you at this time?
Oh, yeah.
But he was young.
But he was young. But he was a good student.
Yeah?
Yes. David was a smart student. I wish he never went into the service.
Why did he decide? Do you know? Why did he decide to join the military?
I don't know.
Okay. And do you know what military branch he joined? Do you remember?
Air Force.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The best branch.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of the other branches. But yeah.
Air Force.
That's full of smart people.
He went to, what was it? What you have in the service. What branches they have in the service.
Oh, Army, Navy, Marines, which fall under the Navy, but they don't. They like to pretend they don't. Air Force.
Yeah, he went to the Marines,
The Marines.
and they said, no, we don't want you for what you fill in, the papers you fill in, you're good for the Air Force.
Okay.
You should go to the Air Force. They told him that.
So what did he do in the Air Force?
He could be in the office at every place,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Huh.
You know what he did?
What?
Refueling the planes.
He was, yeah, okay, so he worked.
Oh, that we came to here to States.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last time we were talking, you just moved from Canada to the States. You were doing the pottery,
And my husband was
working for the county.
working in construction, but he had a bad back. He couldn't work that much in construction.
Okay.
So that finally he had a job on the county. And you know what? He was still Belgium. So they told him to get his papers up to be an American.
Oh, and become a citizen. Very good.
Yes. So he got his papers out, and I says, well, I'm coming along. I go and get mine too. I don't care what they say. So I got my citizen papers the same time he did. And you didn't have to, they say, well, you have to speak English, you have to this, you have to that. Well, I spoke English, but not that much. And you know what, Bobby, what they asked you?
Mm-mm.
It was, who is the mayor from, who is the head of the state?
The governor or whatever.
Yeah, and that says the governor. And that's who is the head of the town or whatever. Oh yeah, this district, the mayor. Yeah. And then they asked you something else yet. So I answered it. And then you had to write English. You know what they want me to write English? Simple word. I was born in Belgium. So I wrote that out and I had my papers.
I think it's a little harder today. I think there's like a whole test.
I know.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents had to do like a whole test and wow.
And then, you know, a few years later, my brother had his American citizen now, just like that thing. And his wife didn't want it.
Huh.
Boy, did they give him a hard time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. She thought she was going to have it easy. And the judge says, well, how can you have your citizen papers if you didn't want to take it out with your husband? You would have been better off. Were you going to divorce them? Or a lot of things. Were you going to go back to Belgium? Or a lot of things that she questioned her. And she couldn't speak too good English.
Uh-oh.
It was kind of broken. And he says to her, and you don't speak English. What's the matter with you? You're here all those years and you didn't learn. So,
poor woman. I feel bad. I feel bad for her. Like,
I didn't.
no?
Because she wanted to know it all.
Ah.
She wanted,
One of those.
Everybody had to listen to her. She knows it all. I didn't. I felt good about it. So he says, you come back in 6 months. So he's still giving her a hard time.
Gosh, bless.
So finally she got her. Yes.
Well, good for her. I'm glad she stuck with it.
No. No. You know,
She should have done it the first time, huh?
she should have done it with her husband.
Yeah.
How can you be so stupid?
Well, that's people. We all make mistakes.
You know what? I tell you, she was an only child. And she was used to having her way or the highway.
Yeah.
And that's, my brother always gave in to her.
Did they ever have kids?
No,
Ah, one of those.
no, no.
I mean, that's fine. Those of you listening that don't have kids, but
You know what she said to me? She says, no wonder your kids were this or that, I don't know. Oh, I'm always sick. You never took them to the doctor. They never had their shots. I says, were you living in my house? She says, no. I says, well then shut up.
I love it.
Was I right?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I says, well then
God
shut
bless.
up. But she was a nasty little woman.
Where's she at now?
She passed away. She was 93.
Well, you beat her.
Yes.
There you go. Tells you something.
Yes, I was 3 years older than her. So I beat her.
You beat her.
I'm still here.
Still kicking.
And she passed away, what? 4 years ago. Yeah.
Did she stay in Michigan or?
Yes, she stayed in Michigan. And then she was in a home.
Okay.
And she had money. Lots of it.
Oh.
Yes, they had money.
Well, they have no kids, so.
But they did
Yeah.
have money. Yes. And you know what? The priest overhauled her with the lawyer.
Uh-oh.
Yes. She was gone for 2 months. Nobody knew where she was. So then when she came back, she was in a convalescent home. She was in a no-folks home. Yes. And she was dementia. She had dementia.
Oh, that's a shame.
But she didn't have it before. So they worked on it. And you know what she says to me?
Tragic.
She says, well, the priest came in and he loaded all my mother's furniture in a truck and they sent it to the mission. Boo you. I mean, come on now. They convinced her that all the furniture was her mother's, and then they sent it to the mission. And the money was gone. Yes.
Wow.
So the priest and the lawyer took the money.
Tragic. Well, you can't trust lawyers. Except
Yeah.
me. But it's okay.
Yes. and the priest together.
Yeah, I mean, nobody trusts the police, but maybe they should. It just depends. But every profession's got its bad apples, right? And sometimes they take advantage of people.
Well, they really took advantage of her.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's sad.
She thought she knew it all, and she really had everything that was no good.
Wow.
So, look at you, Mary, and you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was always the smartest. And you know what? If they had to do something for you, you better pay them. But if you did something for them, they didn't want to pay you.
Yeah, we have people like that in my family too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to do it for nothing.
Yeah, they're called the youngest children, or the only children. Yeah.
And I could not see it. One time, she had a coat, a jacket, and she needed new lining in. So I put new lining in and did all the work and everything. She never paid me a dime.
No.
I said, that after that much, she says, yeah, but she never paid me a dime. And if you ask him to drive you somewhere, you're supposed to pay. How you like that?
Doesn't seem right.
Is my picture on there?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, that's probably what you're looking for.
I can see it now. Yeah. You look
So-
good.
So that's how people are,
Yeah.
and special family. I tell you,
You can't trust no one around here.
and my brother, I remind them of one thing, and he says, oh, well, I don't remember. I says, I remember. I says, I fed you for 8 months, and I did your laundry, I did everything. You never gave me a dime. And now I have to pay you, and you drive me from here to there and back, and I have to pay you. Shame on you.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I know. Family should be there, right? Family
Yeah.
should be there for one another. Don't be petty, right? Like, I think that's the life lesson there.
Yeah,
Don't be petty. Yeah.
yeah. And I says, shame on you. He didn't know what to say.
Well, so I know a lot about Monique. I've known her about as long as I've known you, 26 years. But I know, crazy. Can you believe that you were like the old person back when I moved here? And now look at you, young and sprightly. I love it. Now I'm the old guy.
I mean, you know, you were like 6, 7 years old
Yeah.
in the Scouts.
Yeah, in the Scouts.
Yeah, and you know, John, I don't know, the kids were all hungry. I remember that the first time. It was so funny. And he made I helped them make them cheesecake, not cheesecake, grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
And you all had grilled cheese
Oh, I go
sandwiches.
ham for a grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah.
And there was one kid that wanted another grilled sandwich, and we only had the crust left on the bread.
Mm.
I says, oh, that's nothing to John. He says, like what? I says, well, you lay the cheese between those two crusty crusts and make a grilled cheese sandwich, and the kid is never going to know the difference.
Right, yeah, no, it'll still be banging. Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be great.
And boy, he says, it was such a good one. Yeah, with the crust of the bread.
Nice. So,
John just laughed.
I bet.
But it was fun.
So David, did he go to college?
Huh?
Did David go to college?
Yes, 1 year.
Okay, and so did he go to the Air Force before or after? Like,
After.
so he was like college, and then he's like, you know what, I'm going to the Air
But
Force.
when he was in Seattle, he was stationed in Seattle.
Okay.
He went to college,
Yeah.
4 years,
Great.
and he was asked to be going back for 6 weeks, or it was 6 or 7 weeks anyhow, to be a professor in college in math.
Wow. So really smart. Like.
Yes. And he didn't want to do it. So he could have been at the college a professor. Yes, he was really, really smart.
What did he do for a job?
I don't even know.
You really don't know. But so did he stay living in Michigan?
No, he came here, and
He lived in Houston?
yes,
Okay.
and he lived with me,
Okay.
and he went to Baker Hughes.
Yeah?
He got a job there, and they sent him back to school.
Good. I mean, yeah, smart.
Yes. So they sent him back to school to learn more. So I don't know what he was learning, but it was for the oil company.
Okay.
So
Good.
he did, if he wanted to do, he did really good. He was very smart. Yes.
Awesome.
Huh?
That's great. I'm glad they picked up on, that and provided him that opportunity.
Yes.
That's good.
So, like I say, he was very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, he went to the Catholic school for 4 years, and they never tell you how smart your kids are.
Really?
And
Do you remember which Catholic school he went to?
in Michigan,
Okay.
yeah. And
And was that for high school or?
high school,
Okay.
4 years. And you know, it's so funny, it makes me laugh. He said things that he's supposed to stay home, that they didn't want him in school no more. But he had to stay in school. Then nobody complained. You know, there was a girl that was trouble. And the other boys didn't say nothing. But David always opened his mouth. So she lay her feet from behind him on the desk, on the boys.
Ah,
Yes.
one of
And
those.
And she did that for quite a few boys.
Hmm.
And you know what, David stood up and he pushed her feet up. He's just, you fucking bitch.
We might have to edit that one out. I'm not sure, Nana.
Nobody had said that yet, and she bothered so many boys in the classroom. And he was asked to go to the office.
Was he now?
And then he was like 17, and the principal says, "You're a good student. You're better than the rest, but we don't have that kind of language in our school."
Well, they do. They just didn't hear it, right?
But the girl could not go back to school no more.
The girl couldn't.
No.
So she got her just desserts too. Well done.
Yes.
Well done, David. So what happened after that for David?
David went back to school just like normal.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So do you think did he enjoy Catholic school or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then, you know, he was 18. I had to laugh. And he says, that little Italian run, think he was running to school. He passed by and he threw cigarettes under the door when they were in the bathroom. So the principal passed by and he seen the cigarette butts.
Yeah.
And David says, "I don't smoke. You can smell my breath. You know, I know you don't smoke, but I wonder who did it."
So he set him up. Yeah, I love it.
And
That's
then,
great. Good for
then,
David.
He says, "Well, I tell you who smokes." David said to the principal, "That little Italian rum."
Oh.
He could not come back to school. He had to go to another school.
Wow.
Yes, because it wasn't David alone, it was a whole bunch of other boys that he did that. Yes.
Did David ever do Boy Scouts or anything like that, or was he just?
Yes, he did Boy Scouts.
He did.
Oh, yes.
He liked it?
Yes.
Awesome.
And he was a very good swimmer. Yes.
Awesome.
So he went for 2 weeks of Scouts, and then the last time he went for 4 weeks. And up north of Michigan. Up north, yeah. 4 weeks camping with the Scouts.
During this time, did you go to church, like every Sunday or every Wednesday? No, not quite.
No, we went to church, and he was molested by the priest.
Oh no! What age?
At 14.
At 14. That's tragic. Did you still go to church after that, or?
He went to church, but not any altar boy.
Right, nothing like with youth or anything like that. He just.
He was an altar boy, and then when he was molested.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he says, "I'm not going back there no more. You can't make me. I'm not going back there no more." And I says, "What happened?" He wouldn't tell.
And he wouldn't tell you.
And if he would open them up, I was parked right here And the police station was right there. We could have reported in the police station,
Right.
right there and then. And I think that was a lot of his problems.
Yeah. Something that young and in
Yeah.
those formative years. Yeah. Wow. How did you eventually know? Like, did you just assume something had happened?
But when he said that, I says, did he do something to you? I'm not talking, he says, and I'm not saying.
So you knew.
So
Yeah.
you could think for yourself he was in that age group.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking for myself, and I says, oh no, I can't report it nowhere. You won't say.
Right.
But that's what happened.
Wow. And I'm guessing they just moved that, because in that time they would just move a priest to another
But
diocese.
he was stationed in another church.
Yeah, that's what
and
they did.
he was picked up there. They caught him.
They finally caught him. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I was here like 2 years or 3 years, and I had a whole newspaper. They sent me the newspaper with the whole story in.
That's tragic. Yeah. And that you think that affected him
Really bad.
really for the rest of his life.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
Yes. That infected him really
I
bad.
could see that. I could see that.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, you know, that affected kids
Oh yeah. A lot, thousands of them.
on those ages, that's the worst ages they can be attacked.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, my husband was gone. He was 8.
Mm-hmm.
So like 4 years later, you
It was just you, right? Yeah.
yeah. And I talked about it, but maybe not enough.
Right. Well, I'm glad. I mean, it's only been recently, like in the last 20 years, that people have finally
Realized it.
and gone after. I mean, it took like newspapers and yeah, wow,
Yes.
investigative reporters, everything.
Well, they sent me a newspaper from Michigan with that priest's name on it, and he was picked up, and a whole bunch of stories. Yeah.
Wow.
But nobody knew that happened to me.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing, right? When you hear a story like that and it says it affected thousands of people, you never really think of just how many more people
Yes.
were affected.
And even if he would have lived in Michigan, maybe he could have come forward and say it happened to me too.